Here's a number for you, $800. That's the average American's monthly discretionary spending. And a significant chunk of it isn't going toward things people actually need. It's going toward things people need you to see them have. There's a name for this. Economists call it conspicuous consumption. We call it the Instagram tax. And you're probably paying it right now, without knowing it. This isn't a new problem. Back in the day, there was a concept, keeping up with the Joneses. Your neighbor got a new lawnmower. You felt weird about your old one. You bought a new one. That was it. Local, contained, manageable. The Joneses lived next door. You could look them in the eye. Remind yourself, Dave from accounting has 3 maxed out credit cards. Feel better. Move on. Then Instagram happened. And suddenly the Joneses live everywhere. They're in Dubai, they're in Miami, they're on a yacht that apparently also has a yacht. Your brain, which evolved for a small tribe of about 150 people, is now processing the highlight reels of 500 million. It was not built for this. In the 1950s, a psychologist named Festinger came up with social comparison theory. The short version: humans don't evaluate themselves in absolute terms. We don't ask, am I doing okay? We ask, am I doing better or worse than everyone else? This is ancient software. Back in tribal times, your status in the group determined your access to food, shelter, and mates. Status wasn't vanity, it was survival. The problem? Instagram exploits this ancient wiring with modern precision. Here's the loop your brain runs every time you open the app. 1. See someone doing better. 2. Feel envy or inadequacy. 3. Buy something to close the gap. 4. Feel good, briefly. 5. See someone doing even better. 6. Repeat. Researchers who studied Instagram use and spending found exactly this pattern. More time on the app meant more status-oriented purchases, and envy was the engine driving the whole machine. You're not buying products. You're buying relief from a feeling the algorithm created. That's the Instagram tax. Old school social comparison was annoying but survivable. You were comparing yourself to people roughly in your income bracket. Instagram introduced something psychologists call upward social comparison. You are constantly, relentlessly exposed to people who appear richer, happier, more attractive, and more successful than you. Studies consistently find the more you engage in upward social comparison on social media, the worse you feel about your own life. Here's the brutal part. Nothing in your actual life has to change. You could be earning $70,000 a year, living comfortably, genuinely doing fine, and spend 20 minutes on Instagram and feel like a complete failure. Same bank account, different comparison target, different emotional reality, and that emotional reality drives real financial decisions. This is why people book vacations on credit cards they can't afford. This is why a car payment that destroys someone's budget still feels necessary. This is why we buy the watch, the bag, the jacket. Not because we love them, but because being seen without them feels like losing. Here's what nobody admits. Most people don't actually want the car. They want what the car signals: respect, admiration, status, validation. The purchase is a proxy for a feeling, which is why the feeling never lasts. You hit the goal you've been chasing for 2 years, and within a few weeks you found something new to feel behind on. Because someone else always appears to have more. That's not a spending problem, that's a software problem. And the app is the one running it. So what do you actually do? 3 things. Simple, not easy, but simple. 1. Measure against your past self, not other people. Ask, am I earning more than last year, saving more, healthier, closer to where I want to be? Your life improves when the benchmark is your own progress, not someone's highlight reel. 2. Track net worth, not lifestyle. Real wealth is usually invisible. The guy in the luxury car is often financing it. The person with the paid-off house doesn't post about it. Stop tracking followers, vacations, and purchases. Start tracking savings rate, investments, and net worth. One makes you look rich, the other makes you be rich. 3. Curate your comparison environment. Your brain compares automatically, you cannot stop that. But you can choose who you compare yourself to. Unfollow anything that reliably makes you feel broke, behind, or inadequate. Follow people who make you want to build something, not buy something. Research suggests that just being intentional about how you use social media meaningfully reduces envy and harmful comparison. You don't have to delete the app. Just stop handing it a loaded weapon. Remember that number from the top? $800 a month in discretionary spending. Some of that is yours, genuinely, freely chosen. But some of it? Some of it is the Instagram tax, a fee you're paying not for products, but for the temporary relief of feeling like you're keeping up. The Joneses used to live next door. Now they live in your pocket. And the only way to stop paying their tax? Stop letting them set your price.